Hey everyone, if you're joining in quickly, I won't be on here too long. But I want to talk about something as I promised that I would. Promise someone I would come on and do a Facebook Live. Come on in, let's have a quick conversation. As you come on in, we're going to have a quick conversation. If you're joining in, just say hi to me, comment, let me know that you are watching me. We're going to talk about something very interesting today. So just come on in. Let's have the good talk. We're going to talk about, I had to put the forbidden fruit because there's certain languages I can't say or put as my, my title, or they're going to block me, right? But I want to talk about something that I promise someone that I would talk about. So as you're logging on, just say hi, tell me that you're watching. Do me a favor, share. This is going to be good. We're going to be talking about the forbidden fruit. I can't put it as my title because I will be blocked, but I do believe that it's something that we need to talk about. An interesting question was asked of me on yesterday, and I promised that I will go live and I would talk about it. I think that we have to have certain conversations um, to educate, especially our youth, and sometimes not even our youth, our women as well. So the big talk conversation that we're talking about is lust, and I might surprise you in this conversation. Right, this might be a surprising conversation. So I see that you have come on. Say hey, tell me hey. Hopefully, I'll be able to see all the comments that is on. I still haven't figured out my Instagram platform, like how to get my this platform to stream. Every time I stream on Instagram, it always come out looking like either my face is too close or something. If anybody have any what is it called? If you have any expertise on how to get my StreamYard to sync correctly with my Instagram, let me know, because Instagram is being stingy. They won't let me stream to multiple posts. So I'm just gonna go ahead while I'm talking. Do me a favor, go ahead and share, okay? Share. I want to talk about lust and being horny. I want to talk about the difference. Hey, hey, mom, how are you? I want to talk about lust and being horny. What is the difference? Hey, Shakanya, let's talk the good talk today. We're talking about lust and being horny. What is the difference between me being lustful and me just being horny? Hey, Mariah. Hey, my love. We're going to talk about the difference between what is the difference between being horny and being lustful. So just thank you, Mariah, for sharing, because I really I'm kind of postponing it, so I want to get a crowd, okay? Because I think this is very important. I had this question asked of me yesterday, and I did get to explain it to her, but I told her that I will come on live and I will explain it, because she said that it needs to be known, the difference. As I'm trying to find my I'm trying to find my to tell my Instagram followers that I'm live. Okay, let's see how we're gonna do that. I can't find my live thing. Um, yeah, so tag some people. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Thank you for tagging. Again, if you're just joining us, we're gonna talk about the difference of us being lustful and the difference of us being horny. And again, if you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. Um, I think I should be able to see everyone's comment. I know that, let me see which comment I won't be able to read. If you're on Twitter, I won't be able to see your comments. Okay, so either hop on YouTube or Facebook, um, and or LinkedIn, whatever, whichever one else. I think it's only Twitter that I'm not able to see. I don't think I have a lot of people on Twitter watching me anyway, so I think that will be fine. All right. So we're going to talk about the difference of what lustful is. Oh my goodness. Come on. What's the difference between lustful and what's the difference of me just being horny? Let's see. Let me do it like this. Let me tell Instagram I'm live. Join me on Facebook. All right. Oh, shoot. All right. So I want you guys, as I'm talking, because I want everybody to enjoy the conversation as well. And I want us to engage. If you feel uncomfortable, if you have a question, but you feel uncomfortable like asking me through the platform, DM me, okay? And I would answer your question privately. I do not want anyone to feel, uncomfortable, in the conversation, but I want you to feel free to ask me. And if I'm able to answer it, I definitely will answer it. Oh Lord, let me hurry up and talk because I forgot I had a meeting. Okay. So let's talk and maybe we'll continue this conversation. All right. So I was asked what's the how to deal with lust. That was the question. The question was, Dr. T, how do I deal with lust? And so before I answered her question, I had to ask, are you being lustful or are you just being horny? And we have to break down the two for the generation, because I think in before time, in order for us to try to get to put fear into the young people's um, lives, we say, okay, you're being lustful, that's a sin. But do not allow them to understand this human body function, right? To be lustful, I think the true definition of lust is to long for something that's forbidden, right? So if you're longing for something that's forbidding, then that's lust. But if you're just horny because that's just how your body is being made, that is not lust. That is just your body being your body. Everyone is going to experience the feelings and go through the emotions of being horny or wanting to have sex. It is something that everyone is supposed to be comfortable going to talking about because it's a normal thing. Now, I believe that we have to discipline our feelings and we have to put how we're feeling. If we're feeling horny, we have to be able to discipline our flesh. We have to put it under subjection. But just because I'm feeling horny doesn't mean that I'm being lustful. Now, when you're indulging in in your feelings and you're sleeping with men after men after men, or you're, because remember I said the original definition is longing for something that's forbidding. So you're longing for different men or different women, or you're longing to watch porn, or every time you see a man or you see a woman, the first thing your eyes go to is their penis or the vagina or the breast or the butt, and then you begin to long for it and say, I wonder how it will be to be with that person. That is called lust, and that's where sin lies. But if I'm a regular woman, and in me being a woman or you being a man, and you feel the feeling of your flesh rising up, it's not a sin. And don't pray it away. You're supposed to have that feeling. It is a natural feeling. That means that the chemical balances in your brain is working as it should. But what you do need to do is put it under subjection. Just like any sin. We put it all under subjection. We discipline the feelings of our flesh, and we discipline the desires of our heart. You shall always desire to have sex. Why? Because you're going to need it when you get married. So if I pray it away, if I pray that desire to have sex away, when I do get married, I'm going to have to pray and fast for it to come back. But we want to make sure that the desires are being controlled and being regulated and being disciplined. So when it's time for us to truly explore, we're able to feel, we're able to enjoy our desires, right? So I just wanted to quickly go on it. I know this is a quick phase. I have an 8 p.m. Hey Marissa, I have an 8 p.m. Meeting, so I didn't even realize how late it was. So don't pray away your desire to want sex. Now, if you cannot control your desire, if your desire is overwhelming, unbearable, uncontrolled, where you feel like I can't control it, I have to have sex, or I can't control it, I have to masturbate this feeling away. Hey, Web, masturbate this feeling away, or I have to partake in some kind of activities to get it away because it's that overwhelming, then now you need prayer, right? And we're not shunning you. We're not, well, I'm not shunning you. I'm not, saying anything bad, but seek help, so we could find out what is triggering this behavior to be unkept, right? Because there's something triggering it, something in your mind. There's something behind that desire that is causing it to be overwhelming. But as everybody has followed me, I guess I could say it, it's no secret that I am now a single woman. So as a single woman, when I got married, when I became a Christian, I was already married, so I never had to discipline my flesh. And so I'm learning how to discipline my flesh. And yes, Dr. T experience the same desires that every woman feel, but it's all in the discipline. It's all in the discipline. And we have to be able to discipline our flesh, and we need to teach our young people this. It's okay for you to feel everything that you feel tingling down there. It's okay, but discipline and putting it under subjection is what we need to teach them, and not teach them that everything is called lust. We don't need to put the fear um of that in the hearts of our young people, because this is the reason why they're going behind our backs and having sex instead of coming to us and talking about it. Now I tell my daughters all the time, hey, at any moment, because my daughter is about to be 15 this month, so I'm just waiting for talks of boyfriends and things like that. And I told her, any moment you feel that your sexual desires has kicked in, let me and you have a conversation so I could help you put these feelings into subjection, and so that you could also understand your body as a woman. Come on, let's get real. Let us not be too sanctified to be able to have these conversations with our young people. This is what the young people really want to talk about, but they're asking you little surface questions, but they really want to get to the nitty-gritty of the situation. We're in a society where sex is all over. You can't watch this show, you can't watch a commercial, you can't see a billboard with it not having something to do with sex. And so now we have to, more than any time before, we have to be able to have conversations where we won't have more young people running after the desires of the world, but running to God and being able to learn how to put their flesh into subjection. And so if you have any question, ask it quickly. I am on a countdown, 4 minutes. Put it in the chat, and I will promise you I will come back and I will have more conversation. So if you're joining, we're talking about, are you lustful or are you horny? Right? A lot of times you're just horny and you need to discipline your flesh. Being lustful, the origin of that word means to long for something that is forbidden. Okay. And so if you find yourself longing for other women, other men, and especially something that you can't control, that you have to indulge in that feeling, then you are operating in a spirit of lust. And if you are, come on, let's get help, right? Let's get help together. Let's get help. Do not be afraid of coming and saying something to somebody, right? That you are dealing with it. Don't be ashamed if you're dealing with masturbation, pornography. I tell anybody that that was one of the things that I prayed so hard to get kicked out of my life. When I became a young Christian, I was so addicted to pornography and masturbation. It was insane. I don't even know how I got myself in it. And I struggled so much in it, but I was able to, thank God, break free of that. And I have not watched porn or had to touch myself in any kind of manner. And I can't tell you when, years, but God set me free. And I believe that He will be able to set everyone free that's looking to be set free. Yes, if you don't learn at home, the world will certainly educate them. That's right. And you know that because I know you're a teacher. So you know what we hear in the classroom, it's so scary. It is so scary. These young children, they're talking about things that they're not even supposed to know. I didn't know when I was younger. Webb said they're scared to act because of the condemnation. So they will seek answers from the world. We need part two. That's right. I did things because I didn't know. I did things out of curiosity. I did things just because they said I couldn't do it. And my thing is that I tell my daughters, if anybody really know Dr. T, I am blunt, I am real. We talk about the real conversation, right? And so my children, I've had sex conversation with my children since they were very young, and they don't find any interest in it. So even if their friends talk about it, they'll be like, that's private. That is nothing that we need to talk about. Ignore my dog, please. Um, and so I've kind of desensitized sex, so it's not something that they're curious about. And I also let them understand why don't we have sex, and let them know, yes, sex is good, but sex is good when it's done this way. And we have to make sure we have, because we tell them no, but we don't tell them why. And that's what send them into the doing whatever they're not supposed to do, because we never tell them why don't we have sex before marriage. What is a soul tie? What is all these things? If it's what, why does it feel so good if it's sin? Why did God create it if it and make it feel so good, yet I can't indulge in it? See, these are some real conversations. We need to have these conversations, and I have some minutes ticking away until 8 o'clock. And so I want to just come on and keep to my promise and have this conversation with you guys quickly. Listen, if you have any questions for me, DM me. It's insane. I have high schoolers who are off the chain. There's middle schoolers that's off the chain and fifth graders that are off the chain. It's everywhere. It's every age. I try my best to mentor as many girls I can, but it's hard to get them out of it once they're in it. That is absolutely correct. Once these children are in it, because then they have gone into, that's when they have walked into flesh. I mean, lust, right? And so now they have dived so far into lust that it's hard to get out of it. Once I got into pornography and masturbation, it was hard. It was hard. I was a Christian woman. I was sold out for God, and I used to cry. So I used to cry many nights for God to take it away from me. It was hard to walk, and at that time I was married, so there was no reason for me to need to do those things or watch those things. But it was something that lust had grabbed hold of me, and it was hard for me to shake. And so let's get them not to go to that level, right? So let's try to get them before they indulge in it and get trapped in it, and it is not able to come out of it. So God bless you guys. As I always say, y'all know that Dr. T love you. I love you guys so much. If you have any questions, if you are a youth or you mentor youth, or you have any questions in regards to your children, hey, I can only give you advice that either someone has taught me or I have learned along the way. I am in a purposeful journey to perfect who I am as a woman. And I will continue to do that. And as I'm perfecting who I am, I'm also correcting the things that I have done, and mistakes that I have done in the past, and especially when it comes to raising my three girls. And I'm correcting any kind of generational trauma or trauma that I have afflicted on myself because I did not listen. And so I could only tell you from experience. I am about to be 36 years old, and I've experienced everything from molestation, rape, everything that you could think of. And I am proud that I am not bitter, but I am better. And I have came out of it. And I am still walking through the process. And I believe that we could hold hands together and um, walk to walk together to a place of freedom and a place where God has called us to be. So again, God bless you. If you have any questions, DM me, please. DM me. I would love to hear from you. I would love to help you on your journey, or if I can't help you, let me point you in the right direction. Okay. Again, God bless you. Let me invite you also to my church. Okay. Because I just want to invite you to my church because I think my church is bomb.com. So meet me this Thursday at Bible study. We call it Supernatural School of the Word. Because why? It is actually supernatural. And we learned of the word. We learn about the word. Okay. So just join me Thursday for Bible study. The address is 3812 Jog Road, Green Acres, Florida. Bible study starts at 7. If you can't make it to Bible study, then hop on into our Friday night prevailing prayer night. I had a young guy come up to me yesterday because I guess you just have, it's so funny that people are watching you when you don't even think that they're watching you. But I used the word ephata and he couldn't pronounce it. And I made up this rap during while I was moderating. And because they keep telling me not to sing, but I'm gonna be a singer one day, guys. Okay, so I rapped instead, and so I made a rap out of ephata. Ephata means open. Jesus spoke the word ephata when he was opening the ears of a deaf person. Was it he was opening up the ears? I think so. Yeah. He was opening up the ears, right? And so he used the word ephata, and so I made a song called ephata where we're rapping to open up the heavens of blessing over us. I should anybody use it, y'all better give me credit, all right? And so he came up to me, he was like, man, the way you guys pray is contagious. Now I pray just like how you pray, and it was a blessing to just hear that what we're doing at Victory Faith Chapel, it is contagious and is affecting everyone around us. So go ahead, join us Friday 8 to 11 p.m. and Sunday we start at 3 to 6. All right, 3812 Jog Road, Green Acres, Florida 33467. Go and like our page, Victory Faith Chapel, or we have a branch in Orlando, and we also have a branch in West Palm Beach. I'm one of the pastors at the West Palm Beach location. So come and give me a hug. God bless you. Love you.